What's up guys, welcome to Drive Steady. My name is Andy and in this video we're going to check out the 2020 Toyota Supra. Alright, so let's hit the road. Here she is, here's the beast, here's the Shelby GT350. I'm telling you, the exhaust tone of the Shelby GT350 is one of the best things about this car. But that's not what we're talking about today. Like I said, we're going to check out the 2020 Supra. They're starting to hit a bunch of SoCal dealerships in my area. I've called one. They confirmed that they have it in their showroom floor. So let's go check it out together. Sounds so amazing. Alright guys, so here we are. Alright guys, so we finally made it to the Toyota dealership. Let's walk in and let's see what that Supra looks like. Alright guys, so let's talk about this car a little bit. As you can see, this is a GR Supra. It's the launch edition and it's got the 3-liter turbocharged BMW engine, 335 horsepower, 365 foot-pounds of torque. The sticker price of this car is $57,850, but like most of the dealers here in the Southern California region, there is a whopping $30,000 markup, bringing this up to $89,440, guys. This is crazy, but nonetheless, I must say this Supra looks really nice. It's the launch edition car with the red mirror caps and painted in this black paint. Let's just go over really quickly some quick things I noticed. This is a really nice touch. See that headlight? It's got some red trimming there. I think that looks really nice. I had never noticed that in the photos. Also, the deal about the vents and how they're not really real. It's true. There's a look at the vents there. They're clearly covered, but it seems like most people are going to be removing those. Here are the front spoiler. And in addition to that, this is something, again, I hadn't noticed, but there's a really nice kind of like wicker effect here in the front spoiler. I think that looks really cool. In addition to that, let's go over here to the side. Of course, the launch edition mirror caps here. And here is another vent that's covered, but this is a pretty decent sized vent. And I think it's going to allow for some nice airflow and possibly in a higher performance trim that will be open, but you can clearly see that is a closed vent. Next, moving on, here's another one. So this thing's got a bunch of vents here, but yeah, this is a really nice vent. This is along the side of the door here. Let me back up so you can see, but that's basically right here. That's a nice touch I hadn't seen before. But another thing, guys, here I keep noticing more and more stuff here, but this looks like it's flush with the body. This is not a piece where air is flowing through. I can see another improvement area here in this kind of, what do you call this area here? Side wickers, whatever you want to call them. These are full here. you would think that there would be air going through them, but no, they are totally full. And that would be another area where I think the higher performance trims will improve and allow for airflow to go through for better aerodynamics. But these are the minor details that you get when you see the car in person. And the roof line looks really nice as well. I like the way that looks. And the wheels, of course, those are wrapped in Michelin tires. Let me see what size these are. These are Michelin Pilot Sport. Where's the size? Looks like those are 275, 35, 275, 35, 19s is upside down, but and then you've got the red brake calipers in addition to that. And I think the whole back side of this car just looks a lot better than the front side. That looks really, really nice. Of course, you've got these dual exhaust pipes here and the Supra badge along the back. But like I said, I think the back of this car looks much better than the front does. And I apologize, they've got it roped off, so I can't really get really, really nice footage of it. But this is what it looks like. And let me tell you, I keep saying it over and over again, but this thing looks much, much better in person. And I think the black highlights the swoops and the curves along this car, especially in the back here. Look at this back pillar here. You can tell this, for some reason, this reminds me a lot of like a Batmobile looking car. But yeah, this is really nice. I don't know about a $30,000 markup, but once these things start coming down in price with higher performance models coming out, yeah, I think this looks really, really nice. And of course, this has the launch edition red interior. There it is right there. The camera's not autofocusing properly. In addition to that, here's the interior. It's not coming through properly, but you get the idea. It's a pretty heavily influenced by BMW. Most people have talked about it already, but those are some of the things I've noticed just by looking at it. I think overall it is a very, very nice looking car, and I think this is going to be a nice competition piece for the Shelby GT350. Anything that is in that $50,000 to $60,000 range. Now, of course, this is a launch edition car and it's a little more expensive, but I've made a video about the trims that the Supra comes in. Here's a link to it up at the top of your screen. Check that out. But you can easily get one of these in the $50,000 range. And once the markups start coming down and some discounts happening, I think that might be a better buy, and these things will start flying off the shelf. Alright guys, I'm back in the Shelby. I'm getting ready to head out of here. Just some quick thoughts before leaving the dealership and wrapping up this video. The Supra is a very nice looking car. It caught me by surprise on how good it looks. And I think it's going to do that for many people out there once they see it on the street. It's one of those cars that looks good from most, if not all, angles. And separately, I could definitely see a higher horsepower trim coming. And the reason for that is because the aerodynamics are very restricted in this base trim. Obviously, many people know that the vents are closed off, and I can see many owners removing those. But in addition to that, the front spoiler and the side rockers are not allowing any air through them, and they're very restricted. I can see Toyota putting a less restricted, more downforce side rocker and front spoiler in a higher horsepower or higher performance trim. Now, these are my thoughts. I want to know what you think of the 2020 Supra. Put your comments down below. And secondly, if you know of any dealerships that are selling this at or close to MSRP, put a comment down below with the dealership name. Let's help some people get the Supra, because this is a very, very cool car, and a lot of people are going to be looking to buy these once they see them in person. At least that's my opinion. So let's help them find these Supras at a reasonable price. And that's the end of this video. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, drive steady.